Hello and welcome. Today's exciting episode is a little bit pastel fantastic, isn't it? It's a fabric haul. Yay!
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
So this month is purple and yellow month and next month is blue month. So I was going to split the fabrics and do just a smaller fabric haul for each month. But I decided, what the hey, I'll just do them all now. And so they're sort of on theme, just, they're for next. I bought them for next month as well. That was my excuse for falling off the no buying wagon. So they're all just cotton prints. So first up we have, this is just something that was on sale, clearance. It's a quilt backing, so it's a double wide, and so it's awesome. So I bought 3 yards of this. So in reality it's like buying 6 yards or maybe a little bit more, because you don't have, because it's all in one bit, you can sort of get more pieces out of it. So it's very, very cool. And it's sort of a mustardy yellow and on a yellow base. And yeah, I just thought it was really cute, so I might make a dress or two out of that. And this is just a really vintage Asian sort of inspired print. I think it's got like a room divide is, I think the back thing is supposed to be, and then it's got some lanterns on there and some flowers and things. It's just really sweet. So I thought, I bought 2 yards of this, so I thought I would either make a shirt with puffy sleeves or maybe a really simple dress like the B6677, the one that I always use, or this blouse here. I just think it's the sweetest thing. Absolutely love those sleeves. And 2 yards, when you're making super puffy sleeves, you kind of need a bit more. So yeah, I thought I might do that with that fabric there. That's the reason I bought it. And next we have another double wide. So it's a quilt backing fabric. And if you just go to any quilting store or the quilting section in a standard box store that sells fabric, then they sometimes have the quilt backing ones, and they're just double wide, so that once they're finished their quilt, they can sew the bit on the back and there's no seams on there. So with this one I bought 3 yards, so in reality it's 6 yards. So I've got loads of shirt patterns that I want to try out. Some have yokes, some have puffy sleeves, some have, some are princess sleeves, some have darts, and I just thought it'd be good to just use the same fabric to make a bunch of different ones and figure out which pattern I really like, and then going forward I will just have my go-to pattern. So I might do that, or I might make a dress or two out of it. I don't know. Next we have a vintage reprint. It's just a plain cotton, and it's sort of a teal base, and the one on the left, the blue dress, that's what I'm thinking of doing with this fabric. It's a vintage dress, but it only takes 2 yards of fabric, so I think I'll do that. Or I could make a shirt with it, because I do need more shirts, but I don't know, I feel like this is a dress fabric, and the flowers on it are mauve, purple, white on a teal base. So it's just a really weird, very vintage retro type print, and I just think it's darling. It's so cute, and it's quite tiny, and I love how tiny the vintage look prints are. So I got that one. Next up we have this yellow one, and I love this. It's just little vases it's a bud vase, and each vase has one flower in it, and they're sort of going diagonal lines of different ones. So this is one of the ones two of the ones that I recently made. The back one is 2 purples and a print, and this one is 3 different prints. So I could just make another one of those, because I love those dresses, and I could use this, in a layer cake dress, or again, because it's 2 yards, I could use it to make that blue one on the left, because that one takes 2 yards. So I could do that. I can't really make a shirt with it because it's very directional, this print, so you can't really do something like that. But a simple vintage line dress or a layer cake dress is what I'm going to make out of that. Next is actually, this one's really cool. It's a novelty print. It's a novelty vintage print, and it's cookie making stuff, or if you're not American, biscuit making things. So it's got flour, sugar, glassy cherries, and so I bought 3 yards of this. So I that dress in the middle with the pink moths on it is this dress here. It's the Vintage Vogue dress from 1939, and it takes 3 yards. So I thought I would make that. And but it's actually quite orange, the fabric. You can't really see because I've got it right in front of the window and the sun's sort of pouring on it. And that's kind of, I don't know, it's much, oh yeah, you can sort of tell how orange it is. This is a great commentary, isn't it? No, but it's quite orange, so I thought maybe I'll leave it until October in spooky month and decide then what I'm going to do with it. So this is a cotton lawn fabric. It's a very light and crisp cotton. It's not a Liberty of London print, but I don't know, it's got a similar vibe. It's just a really beautiful, old-fashioned, classic floral, and it's a cotton lawn weight, so that much lighter weight. And so I'm going to make a vintage shirt out of this, and I've got this particular Simplicity vintage pattern. This one here, it's from the 1940s, and I just think this shirt here will be perfect. So it's just under 2 yards that I bought of this, and I love that it's got the baby blue base, that sort of powder blue base. It's kind of unusual but still quite classic. I mean, I could make a layer cake dress out of it and use it in that, but I don't know, I kind of like the idea of making a shirt out of it. So I'm not sure. I bought it to make a shirt out of it, but I always tend to change my mind once I've bought something. Then I just sort of sit on it and I'm like, oh, actually, it'll look good with this or this. So who knows? But that was the original plan. This one, oh my gosh, it's like the yellow one and so it's red and it's very, very, very pale pink. It looks like the red washed out and the white back used to be white, which is probably why it was in the clearance section. But anyway, it's a quilt backing, so it's double wide, and I bought 4 yards of this, so that equals to about 8 or 9 yards. So I might make a summer maxi dress, or maybe to like a small vintage dress, which would be 3 yards, then a shirt, and then another dress. I don't know, I just love this fabric. I love it so much. So, or I could do a host of different shirts, because if I had like a Von Trapp family of shirts in this fabric, I would absolutely wear them all. So I'm not sure, but I'm very glad I bought this fabric, because this is my favorite out of the ones that I bought in this print. This is my favorite colorway. Oh, and also I have this McCall's pattern, and I really like that blue and white checkered shirt at the top, and I want to make a maxi skirt, and either two separate pieces, or like sew them together so it's a whole dress. Or actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that cotton lawn, I could make the shirt out of that and then make the skirt out of that. They would look well together. So I don't know. Anyway, next up we have 2 Liberty cotton prints. And this one, it's just so pretty and grown up, and it's lovely. You see a lot of shirts made out of things like this. So I was thinking, I bought 2 yards, so it's well and truly enough for a shirt. Or I could make one of this vintage dress, or the B6677, the one on the left. So this one here with the stripes, with the hideous front photo, it's actually this blue one on the left. So it looks so much prettier made up. It looks so vintage because I've got the 1950s petticoat underneath it, obviously, but it just looks so pretty. So I thought the only one I have of it at the moment is this blue one. And if I had like a half a dozen different ones, that would be awesome. So I also have 2 yards of this Liberty print, and it is, you can't really tell, but it's a creamy, yellowy cream parchment color, and then a tealy royal blue on a navy base. And it's just spectacular. I love this one so much. It's very classically British. I love it. So, I mean, I could sort of tear it into strips and use it to make a layer cake maxi dress, or I could make a vintage one of those 2-yard dresses that I showed you, the blue one. I'm not sure, but I just knew that I needed at least a couple of yards of it because it's gorgeous. Now I got 8 yards of this, yes, 8 of this embroidery anglaise, and it's just a really fine cotton with machine embroidered little daisies in it, and it is darling. It's navy blue. The colour's a bit, I don't know, maybe it's too sunny, but yeah, it's gorgeous, and it's just going to make the most beautiful dresses. So I think I might use some of it with a couple of the Liberty fabrics to so see this one here. I think these two look absolutely gorgeous together, so I've got 2 of that, and maybe if I mix 2 of the navy with it, then you can make a decent long dress out of 4 yards. So I might do that, but then also just make a plain maxi dress. Okay, next up we have 2 plain fabrics. These are both pink. I'm not sure if you can tell. There's a pale blush pink and then a candy musk pink. And the candy musk, there's 2 yards, and that's I've also got this navy embroidery anglaise. I've still got like 4 yards of the pink one, so I need to make an underdress so that then I can make the pink dress and just wear the 2 of them together, and that way I don't have to line it. So yeah, that's what I bought that for. And the other one is lining a different dress. So this is just, I hardly ever buy things like stripes or dots or plaids because, I don't know, I prefer something a little bit more risky or more creative. Each their own, but yeah, I just love the color combination of red and pink, so I bought 3 yards of that. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make the vintage Vogue dress from 1939, because that one looks good with or without the 1950s petticoat underneath it. Or I could also make a vintage sleeveless dress. So yeah, I'm not sure, but something, yeah, vintage style. I think that would look really nice, just because it's such a bright and cheerful print. I love it. It's so pretty. So glad that I bought it. And then next, I can't remember what I filmed. Oh, yes, I do. I remember. This is so cute. So this is Aqua, and it's the same sort of floral double wide. So I guess they were just sick of the sight of this print because, yeah, it was all on sale. That's why I got these particular colors. So if you saw the video where I made this pale yellow dress, the layer cake dress, I was talking about how I want to do a capsule wardrobe of Monsters Inc. and I've already got plans for a dress that's aqua and mauve because that's what colors Sully is. But then yeah, I just realized I could make another Sully dress. I don't know that I need 2 though, so yeah, that is making me hesitate. But I don't know, I love that movie and I love that particular character. He's adorable. So I don't know, it's still on the cards. What I could do, I have this vintage simplicity pattern and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And I see how there's 2 tones. I mean, I could make a top and a skirt out of the aqua, and then the shirt out of the blouse, out of the purple. And that way it could still sort of be a Sully outfit when I do that capsule collection episode. I can use it in that, but then for the rest of the time I could just wear it, as a sort of look like a dress. Anyway, so yeah, I kind of want to do something vintage out of that. So next we have another Liberty print. It's only 2 yards and this print is very directional. So I'm thinking this one here because it's vintage and not sure if you can tell, it's a navy blue base and the flowers are hot pink or musky pink and red, and there's also tiny tealy flowers in there, and it's got olive green hedge leaves in there. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just love it. I absolutely love it. So I could tear it into strips and use it as in a layer cake dress, or I can just make a vintage dress out of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess I could make a baby doll empire line dress. That would be cute. This one here, oh, that's the sleeveless vintage one on the left. And yeah, the empire line one on the right in the short, that only takes about 2 yards. That would be cute. And then I could wear a long sleeve top underneath and trousers underneath. So I can wear it all year round. That would be cute. So I know it's probably, baby dolls are better as lighter colours. But if you're just going to wear black trousers and a black long sleeve top underneath, it doesn't matter if it's dark. And that would be a cute way of wearing it. Sort of like a shirt, but less formal. That would be very cute. But also it would be adorable as a layer cake dress, completely adorable. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I just saw it and I was like, ooh, I love that print. I love it so much. So next we have a floral. Oh, I love this floral. I know it's objectively ugly, but I just like it anyway. And sometimes I get prints because they're just so challenging to match with other things, like when you're styling them. If I've got this jacket here, which is also very Dutch masters with the flowers, and I love that mix of tulips and those really, really full open roses. I got 3 yards, so I can make the 1939 vintage Vogue dress, the one in the middle at the back there. I can do that, or I can mix it with other prints and make a layer cake dress. I'm really not sure which, because I would wear the hell out of both of them. So, yeah, that's it. That's the last one. I always make such a mess when I make these videos. I'm like, and what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And normally I just grab a bit of footage from the start and tack it on at the end. And I'm like, look, everything's clean again. But I actually went and folded everything for this video. So, yeah, once I've finished showing you snippets, I will go to put the camera down, fold everything, and then I'll take a closing shot. See, look, as if by magic. Gold star for me. Actually, I don't have any gold stars, so I gave myself a couple of cookies instead. But there we go. They're all in nice, neat stacks. They really are pastel-y, aren't they? And navy blue. They're just such lovely prints. And yeah, because I'm sort of getting to the dregs of my fabric stash, and this ingests some lovely fun and colour. Well, it's not nice to say that it's the dregs. It's just the last, dozen or two of the fabrics. And yeah, I've fallen in love with maxi dresses and layer cake dresses. So having lots of different patterns is good, because I can sort of just play around with all the patterns and get excited again, and yeah, use that enthusiasm to make more dresses and finally get everything done, because I just want to have a lot so that I can then do lots of different outfits. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that Halloween fabric. I think that'd be awesome. And some of these vintage ones are just going to look so pretty once they're done. And yeah, can't wait to wear this one. It's going to be so pretty. But yeah, I think I might do a video where I mix and match and play with all the fabrics, because yeah, I do get a lot of people asking how you mix patterns. I did do one video, but it was more of a style and fashion video, so I might do one where I just literally just play with the fabrics and go, well, this one looks good with this, these two look good, and these 3 or these 4 would be awesome together. So I've got a pile of other fabrics, like my old fabric stash fabrics, so I might get them out and have a little bit of a play and make an episode out of that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Oh, it's Starburst. That's what this stack of fabric reminds me of. Now I'm going to have to go and buy a packet of Starburst and eat the whole thing. Anywho, thank you again for watching. I hope you've been inspired to rummage through your own fabric stash and get out some, candy-looking fabrics and use them up and make yourself some fabulous new dresses and shirts and skirts for summer or whatever season it is where you are. And now I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to play with my fabrics, mix and match those patterns and maybe clash them even, and work out what exactly I'm going to make with each of these. Okay, see you later.